Mint.
Um, G'day everybody, welcome to what is the second last interview for this sort of series. Today is with Toby Crow, who has been in high demand from quite a few different people. Toby and I share the same coach, so we are training partners. We're also good mates. And Toby's sort of that guy in the group that sort of just makes everything entertaining and enjoyable. Toby has almost pretty much a full-time job. He works quite a few hours per week, as well as all of his training. And Toby is quite a good swim biker. So yeah, it's going to be a good chat, and I hope you guys enjoy. Welcome, Toby, onto the channel. Thank you for coming on. Like everybody else, do you want to start off with telling us a little bit about yourself, like your age and your location?
My name's Toby Croudson. I'm 20 and I'm from Sydney, southwest Sydney in particular.
And Toby, I believe you have a swimming background. Before you moved into triathlon, is that how you got into the sport?
Yeah, I've been swimming pretty much ever since I can remember. I think I started squad when I was about 7 years old, I think. So into it nice and early. But my brother is 6 years older and sister 2 years older. They've always swum. And they got into triathlon a couple of years before me. So pretty much got into it through them. And yeah, I think they stopped. They've been stopped for about 3 or 4 years now, both of them. So I've been the only one that's kept going. But you know, the still remaining member of the family doing triathlon.
Yep, good stuff. And Toby, we're going to move into just sort of 5 quick questions so that everyone can sort of get to know you a little bit.
Yep.
The first one is swim, bike or run? Which is your favourite?
Swim.
Okay, what's your pre-race meal?
Probably a couple of pieces of Vegemite on toast, nothing too heavy.
Yep. Go-to coffee?
Dirty chai or a double shot macchiato if I need a bit of a kick.
Favourite Macca's meal?
Bacon, tomato, cheese toasty and dirty chai. Don't really eat too much of any meals or anything, mainly just some cafe food.
Yeah, that's good, staying healthy. Nice.
Try to.
And your favourite triathlon memory thus far?
Probably nearly every nationals been to, just any camps and stuff. National development camp, biggest one.
And so, Toby, you're pretty notorious for going off the front in triathlons. Do you want to talk a bit about how you became notorious for that, going off the front?
Well, one of the Queenslanders, Ryan Roberts, I don't think he does triathlons anymore, but a few people would know him. One time at Runaway Bay, he started videoing when I was in the front pack, and every time I came past, he was yelling, "Off the front, Toby! Let's go, Toby! Breakaway, mate!" And yeah, he made a couple of videos of them, and it became a bit of a meme, I think. And then everyone started saying "off the front, Toby," and I think kind of stuck, and a lot of people started using it. And yeah.
And when was the last time you managed to go off the front?
I haven't really ever been off by myself, I wouldn't say, but the last few races have been elite and open races, so I haven't had much of a chance. But I think I came out of the water second on the Gold Coast last year, so that'd probably have to be, I think I led for about 10, 15 seconds of the race when I jumped on the bike, but yeah, not too much.
Yeah, sometimes
recently
want to see you off the front solo.
Yeah, I'll try to do it in the next year or so for you, see how I go.
And then you can put your run to work.
Yeah. I don't know if I'll have much of a run left after that.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting there. Not too bad.
Yeah, see how it goes.
And so, Toby, a lot of other people your age that sort of focus on triathlon, mostly purely focus on triathlon and might work part-time or study part-time. And one thing that you do is actually quite a bit of work. I was just talking to you the other day and you're saying, you did 30 hours of work a week. Do you find it hard to balance, working 30 hours and training as much as you do?
I honestly don't mind it. It's good having a bit of a schedule and sort of having everything fit together in the day. Otherwise, I'd usually just sit around watching YouTube or Netflix all day if I wasn't working. But yeah, I get into a routine and I train morning and afternoon usually, and then I work throughout the day. But at the moment, it's been pretty tiring working like 8-9 hour shifts, cooking food up and everything, and I'm pretty much on my feet all day. So that's pretty rough, but yeah, I'd say it's good. It builds character. When you get home, you're buggered and still have to train, so not too bad.
And do you ever feel that it has an effect on your training in the afternoon, particularly?
Yeah, the last couple of weeks I've been pretty buggered after a few days of work, and get home and feeling a bit rough, a bit worse for wear, but yeah, I'll get through the session. Always, yeah, like I said, builds character, I guess, and makes you stronger. But probably not the best sometimes when I get home buggered.
Yeah, and I believe your official job title is chef. So what is a
I think
trademark meal?
I haven't cooked a few, but I'm pretty good with my breakfast, making breakfast meals. So I think I don't really have a specific trademark meal, but cooking up a bit of breakfast, bit of brekkie.
Nice, but you can do breakfast, lunch, and dinner, yeah?
Yeah, I pretty much do anything.
No,
anything you want me to make.
That's pretty versatile.
Yeah, I like to mix it up.
And then, so Toby, what does like a typical day then look like? If you train 2 to 3 times a day and working.
Yeah, so Monday to Friday is when I work, and I work from about 9 to 4, 8 to 4, 9 to 4 sort of thing, and I'll try and get a session in the morning. So at the moment, I haven't been doing much of that, on a bit of a break, but yeah, I'll be up pretty early to train, get home, breakfast, head to work, get home from work, train, and then dinner and stuff. So usually a pretty jam-packed day, but yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, and do you have a particular day that you look forward to training? Like in a
training, I have to say the Saturday session with the group.
Yeah,
I think everyone would agree that's the best session when we all get together and bash it out on the bike and run, and see how we go. Dropping you and a couple of the younger fellas. See how he has. Always like to try and do that, but not always successful.
Yeah, next time we get back together, I'm going to put a GoPro on the back.
Yeah, I'll see if you can hold on. I'll try to get you dropped in the GoPro.
Not a chance. What happened the other day going up the climb?
I don't know. Gravity worked against me.
Yeah, that's right. I guess we'll just have to see when we get back to training.
Yeah, big boys don't go too well up hills.
But Toby, so are you going to more so focus on ITU racing, or do you think long course will be your sort of fit when you do sort of get to the right age for that?
Yeah, I'd like to stay with ITU and shorter sort of racing. I don't think I'd ever do an Ironman or anything. That's a bit too daunting, the 42k run at the end. I think the swim and bike isn't almost too bad, but that run at the end is a bit worrying. I'd like to do a 70.3 probably in the next few years, see how I go with that. But yeah, definitely stick with the ITU. I like the faster draft legal sort of stuff.
Nepean, Noosa, you're going to give those two another nudge? Yeah,
they'll be on the cards for this year. I think I've done the PN 3 times now. I think I got 5th last year. That was pretty good to get up in the money. So hopefully, I think it'll be a lot more packed than last year, though, the field. Everyone will be stinging to get back into a race, and I think that's probably the first one on the calendar. So there'll no doubt be a lot of good competition there. I know I'm trying to get Lorcan to do it as well. And yeah, I don't think I've done Noosa before, so I'd like to give that one a crack this year and see how I go.
Yeah, at Nepean, I want to see you lead out the water, yeah?
Yeah, I think I said I was going to do that last year, but didn't end up doing it, so I'll have to do it one year.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm sure we get there.
yeah, a bit of extra money for the swim prime.
Well, I'm actually talking about your swim. Is there one set that you love or hate in the swimming pool?
One, because I used to be a butterfly, as you probably know. One of the sessions that I like to tell everyone I did it was I had 12 200s of fly one time as my session. So I don't think it was really on a time or anything, but I just know that was a very rough session, and I was pretty buggered after it, as you can imagine. But I think
you just had to get it done. 12-2 fly.
Yeah, I think they were on about 3 minutes, so they were pretty rough to get there. I was top buggered after. I don't think I've had too many sessions bigger than that, but that's probably one of the roughest I've done for sure.
Yeah, good claim to finish that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, not too many people like doing fly. So,
Toby, right now, have you made any? Well, you would have had to make a couple of adaptations to your training. We're sort of coming out on the other side of it now. But say maybe 2-3 weeks ago, what were you doing to adapt to the current circumstances?
Well, like a lot of people that have pools, I've only got a small one, probably a spa-sized pool. But I had the band tied to me, doing that swimming on the spot. So that was, a bit of a challenge getting that going, but bit of a grind. But I've been doing Zwift. It's always good fun getting on there and trying doing the segments and stuff and getting the KOMs. I think yesterday I did one with Josh, and I got to the end of it and I was breathing real heavy and all raspy, and I just said to him at the end of it, I hopped off my bike and I could barely walk. But that's always a good challenge doing the bike racing and stuff on there. I think running's pretty much been normal. We've been lucky enough to be out running. So, yeah, it's been grinding away. I think, find out how determined you are to get your training done when you're in these sort of situations, how much you love the sport.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good indicator of, I guess, who's motivated.
Just been grinding it, so still been loving it.
Do you have any races on the calendar for this year?
Well, I think probably the first one we've been talking about is doing a 70.3 team together. I know you guys wanted me to do the run, which would have been a bit of a worry. I think you were looking forward to watching that more than anything. But I'd probably be doing the ride for that. I think 90k. So you're doing the swim and Josh doing the run, which make a pretty good team. And then I think Nepean would probably have to be the first individual race coming up if everything goes ahead.
Yeah, and you'll have to get comfortable on the trial bike before.
Yeah, I've 90K. Done a few races on it before, but I don't think I've done anything quite that fast. So should be interesting to see how I go doing that. Just out on the road, ticking it over, pushing the watts.
Yeah, something to look forward to. I reckon that's
the
main reason.
I always love doing team races, so should be good fun.
And two more things, Toby. Is there one competitor that you always love to race?
I think the main one I've raced most of the time is Lorcan. He's always good fun racing him, and I'm not sure if I've ever actually beaten him before. I think maybe once or twice I've had bragging rights over him, but it's always good fun if I do get close to him. And since he's the second in the world now and everything, if I ever beat him in training or anything, it's always you make sure you let him know about it.
Yeah.
100%. But it's all the field's always going to be good if he's there, because second best in the world, so it's a good challenge.
So the last thing, Toby, for those who want to be like Toby Crow, good swimmers, good bikers, and definitely progressing the run, do you have any advice for some younger athletes?
Yes, swim fast, ride fast, go off the front, maybe don't eat too much junk food, don't eat too much Maccas. Probably not a bad tip, but apart from that, just swim and ride well, and make sure you trying to improve your run if you're not quite as good at it, because you'll pay for it when you're racing against the best, as I've found out the hard way.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good tip to not eat all the Maccas, you know.
Yeah, diet's probably one of the most important things that I think you'll find, but not get too thick.
Other than that, Toby, yeah, thanks for coming on. You were in pretty high demand of an interview, so I'm glad you came on.
Yeah, so good to have a chat with you, Mitch. Thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you, Toby, for spending the time and coming onto the channel. As I mentioned at the start, this is sort of the second last interview for this sort of series, and the last one will be on Friday, and that is with the Youth Olympic male champion Dylan McCullough from New Zealand. So I'll see you guys on Friday. Cheers.